Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays Beorning, and we have found Elrond, and let's see if he knows the Black Speech.
Dark days are coming.
What is this? You were sent by the daughter of Goladir and by the elf Laradan? What a strange fate has brought you hither. The shadow of Angmar has grown with the shadow in the east. Give me this scroll. I will unravel this mystery for you.
A strange fate brings you hither.
Lorneal's hopes were not wholly in vain, for this scroll does indeed reveal a way to pass the gates of Carndum. The scroll tells of a special key needed, forged from a dire black iron found only in the foul pits of Angmar, and the secrets of its crafting. I believe such a key could be made of mithril, for the strength of Moria silver may overcome whatever resistance the lock may give. Unfortunately, we have not mithril to use. Perhaps you should seek the aid of Lord Dwalin in Thorn's Hall in Ered Luin? The dwarves know the secrets of mithril. It is they who you speak with. I have transcribed the contents of this scroll in Westron. The dwarves should have no difficulty in reading it. All right. Very well. Okay, so now we have a copy of the scroll. I guess the Elven scroll means one written by the elf in Westron so that it be properly translated. Let's hope that Elrond did a good translation. But this means we need to go to Ered Luin. That's the easiest way to get there. I think the easiest way to get to Ered Luin would be via Bree, since I have a port ready for Bree. And that means now the only one I've got left that's not currently on cooldown is the one to
How can I be of service?
Hobbit Homestead. But alright, let's see. We should be able to get to Thorn's Gate to here. And then we could talk to Dwalin and see what he has to say. Sure, I have an entire mint of mithril. We're flowing with mithril. Why on earth would we be looking to get Moria back if we had it? Alright, maybe he wouldn't be so sarcastic. But you know how things go. It's never easy. At least I don't think it's ever easy. I mean, I think it's typically some other chore to do. Inside. Oh, very well. Apparently the horse doesn't like dwarves. So now let's go to Dwalin and see what he has to say. And yes, the dwarves really like to build long, big, impressive halls made of stone. Lots of stone. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stone. Oh yeah. We had to come here in order to speak with that guy. No, all I want to know is his father's name. But if you're going to hand me 2 chests of gold, fine. Alright. Thank you. Hello, Dwalin. You knew my grandfather, right?
What do you want?
Greetings, Beorning. You have come from Elrond and Rivendell? Then you will have the aid of Durin's folk. Let me see the scroll.
Might you lend me an ear?
That we can forge the key, I have no doubt. But there is some items we would need before we can begin. Master Elrond's instructions say that we need mithril, but there is none to be had in the Blue Mountains. Also, we would need something to cast a mold from. Now, one of the gifts Bilbo took back from the Lonely Mountain was a nugget of mithril. I doubt he understood its value, but he probably left it behind when he returned to Rivendell. However, you may have given it to the Madam House in Mickle Delving. Perhaps the keeper of the Madam House can help you with that. As to the casting, at least Spider-Bang sent word that Archant guards found a ruined key amongst the bodies of the Blackwolves. John Brackenbrook may still have it. If the leader from the Angmar, then, as I have heard, it may be that the key is just what we need to cast the mold. Alright. So as you can see, we are essentially... Oh, this is...
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's just the starter of the Misty Mountains stuff, if you have to be talking to him. Very well. So that means now, I actually have this thing available. Good grief. Dwarf Marker. New deed, exiles from the Lonely Mountain. Exiles from the Lonely Mountain discover the dwarf marker in Fort Maru, in Nars Peak, in the Pool of Whatever, in Aranut, in Fort Dearth, and of course Thorns Hall. And the vast majority of all those things is in Enedwythe. They just threw in one from Thorns Hall. I don't know, just for the fun of it. Alright, we will pick up back at the Madam. We have found Keeper Brombard Foxtail of the Madam House, and let's see if he knows anything about this little piece that Bilbo brought back.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Hello there. What can I do for you? Mithril Nugget. Never heard of it. Oh, you mean that chunk of silver old Bilbo brought back from his adventures? I thought it was too light for real silver. Well, it must have little value then, and I don't see why we should keep it. You're quite welcome to it. Here. He just gave me a nugget of mithril? All right. Well, okay. Now I've got a nugget of mithril. I wonder how many mithril coins you can make out of this. Oh well. I guess I gotta use it for this quest.
Hello there.
Alright, let's go to... We'll go to Combe. Good thing they have a ride directly to there, since I need to talk to John Brackenbrook. And if I remember correctly, he will be in Archant. So you see, they send you to each of the 3 starting areas in this thing. So each of the 3 starter zones, I guess the idea there was to remind you while you're here at getting close to the level cap and doing all this questing in Angmar. So I'm talking, of course, the original level cap when they designed this quest. And you're all level cap and all this, and they just want to give you a little reminder of where you started. So you're going back through the Shire, back to Archant, and back to Thorn's Gate, where everything started. So it's been a while since we were here in Archant, since we did get our beginnings here. Though we did things a little bit differently than the regular men, in that we skipped the burning bit of Archant and all that stuff and came to after that. So a little strange on how the story is that you arrive here just after they needed a hero. Alright, and here is John Brackenbrook.
How can I be of service?
Oh, greetings, friend. What may I help you with? You say you've come all the way from the Blue Mountains to retrieve that old ruined key we found among the Blackwolves' belongings? It is true that it was found among the things we believe were Calder Cobb's, which is the only reason I kept it. It's quite useless. Here, may I assist you in your endeavors? No, I suppose that is quite enough. Alright, we'll reconvene at Dwalin's place. I am back, Dwalin, and I have here the mithril nugget and the key.
Well met.
Ah, I was right. The hobbits did indeed have Bilbo's nugget. I hope you didn't have to hurt anyone to get it. Foxtail didn't even know what it was? Oh well, it should be no surprise to me. A hobbit would not know truly precious metals if you gave them a hoard. And I see you retrieved the key from John Brackenbrook. We have all we need. Go now and take these items to Lothley by the forge there. He will get started on the key. Alright. Then let's speak with Lothley.
Greetings.
So, you're the one Dwalin was talking about. You have the mithril, I see, and that foul key from the Agmarim. All right then, give it here. I'll get started on smelting down the mithril. The problem is that there will be a problem shaping the metal. Perhaps you should speak with Dwalin. All right, a problem with the shaping the metal. Thank you.
What do you want?
Go now, just don't stand about here. Take the mithril. Oh. Sorry. Okay, now I can talk to him.
Greetings.
A mithril shaping hammer? Bah! I've seen but one of those in my entire life. And I've not seen the... Oh, dear. But I do get a very nice necklace. Oh, really nice necklace.
Will you help me?
To work with mithril, you need a special hammer. So special, in fact, that we never ever had one here in Thorn's Hall. Thor's hammer, the hammer of Thorn's grandfather, which Thrain brought here. Of course, since we never had any mithril to work, we never used it. When most of the Longbeards moved back to the Lonely Mountain, the hammer was left behind, and, as an insult to us, I'm sure, the Dourhands took it and placed it in Skorgrim's tomb as tribute to him. At least, that is what one of them told us. We tried reclaiming that tomb, but it seems cursed. Vile things started lurking in the shadows there. I would say we should just let it lie there. But this task of yours is important enough to warrant opening the tomb again. You'll not find the dwarves willing to go in there, so you'll need to retrieve the hammer yourself. The tomb lies south of here, in Barrigold. Okay. Right. Now, you can see that this quest is level 48. So therefore, the question is whether I should do that now, or whether I should... Well, obviously I won't be doing it this episode because we don't have time to do a full instance before then. Or whether I should go back to Angmar, do a couple of quests there. Of course, I'm level 46 right now, getting on 47. So probably the best thing for me to do is to go back to that section of Angmar where I was with the dwarves. And do a couple of quests for them. But I don't know, from the narrative point of view, that just seems so wrong. So, alright. If this were a case of just random questing or something like that, maybe I would do this. But I think from Narrative point of view, I think taking a break from the epic at this point and just going way, way out of my way in order to avoid or something like that is wrong. So therefore, we will come here to Skorgrim's tomb. Now, you used to have to go way, way up past Italian, way up here in order to do this quest. But they moved the tomb down here when they redid the area. So what we'll do is I'll park here, and next time we will enter the tomb where we will find out where this hammer is. And that will be in our next episode of Pineleaf Plays The Beorning.